Second game against 8 of Empire versus HCHC. Greetings everybody, first of all, just starting off with the stream. We got 8 of Empires on the top side with Billy on the right side as Shang. You can see the map is inland, so right now we can see Billy having a very safe map on the front. Plenty of forest protecting its base. A nice line of water on the back with very little fish to matter to be used as a shore, but good enough to make up a base. And you can see his base is not really that rich in resources from the looks of it. Looks like it's more of a more on the back where the resources are. Got some berries in here, the gazelles are in here, more berries, and that actually seems to be it. There's kind of a one elephant on the back, but it's protected by a lion, so he might be caught off guard if he tries to do something. On the top side though, we have John as Phoenician. You can see right off the bat he has a very nice set of berries here. One straggler here already been chopped off. Clear access to the water with some shore. He could easily try to pit this. Some gazelles on the back, some elephants, so very nice space for him to use with some additional natural protection with cliff protecting him, even lions and some forward berries in case he needs them, but I don't think he's gonna need them for the start. And he already has found some gazelles on the left. That's also very good. I wouldn't be surprised if he decides to pit here as well. It's a very nice position to pit. He's pushing them more to the bottom outside of the shore. Last but not least, we got Crets as Assyrian. So one of those gimmick civilizations where charged archers are very good, but they lack slingers on the toolage. Let's see, kind of an open map this time. You got some very open areas. Some gazelles on the top. Not much food around. He seems to have a lot of fish on this part, but it's pretty all open, just with some access to gold that he's not gonna really need for the time being. More food hidden here and kind of a private sea. This could be pretty useful if he decides to use it. Other than that, I think this is kind of a regular base, not really my favorite. Going back to the next team, we got Blackwoltz as Phoenician, the first team of HCHC. You can see we're already getting to the 50 villager mark, so Blackwoltz Phoenician, getting some berries on here, some nice access to shore. Nice space to storage pit. He could try to place a pit here, no one would be surprised. Except that NetQuaker is gonna kind of mess it up, but he might help him out. Or never mind, he's kind of doing a small push, whether it's by accident or on purpose. I can see Song has found his base, and I think he considers it pretty safe. He's put a pit very forward, so he probably will not try to. Ooh, Crets is stealing the elephants though. That's gonna be a very nice play from him. Stealing these 2 elephants from Blackwoltz. Ooh. Damn, that cost him a villager. But would have been a great play for him to take these 2 elephants, or even if he's not killing them, getting them farther. There are plenty of elephants inserted there, so I don't think there's gonna be a problem. Next, we got Quaker as Shang. Shang, pretty good civilization. He's got plenty of villagers queued, so wouldn't be surprised if he tries to go for a fast bronze. That's something Shang can do quite easily. His base seems also kind of protected on the left side, very open on the right side though. So let's see how he's gonna protect himself. He already has used the storage pit here. He kind of lured some gazelles. He has more gazelles on the backs, and even if he did, he has even more resources with some berries and even a shore. Look like he's found this little puddle on the at 6 that could prove to be very useful for growing his economy. And last but not least, we got Leader as Assyrian as well. So 2 Assyrians, it seems that's gonna be the scenario in this part. I mean, Assyrian, Shang, Phoenician, pretty strong civilizations for archers play. So let's see who does it the best. We can see very close to Billy. Billy seems to already be walling himself with some barracks and a house. And look that with this house, he probably already has found out that Shang, that Leader is his pocket. I mean, his neighbor, so he might do something about it. Leader doesn't really have much resources on the back, only 1 gazelle batch, and That seems to be it. This is kind of short, very far for him to find out. You can also see that Billy seems to be going for the safe route, so he's going walling all his openings, and he's gonna do it quite well. Let's see if this pays off. He seems to be almost completely closed, so he has a few openings in here around, but it seems he might be able to pull it off. These villagers are gonna collide. Looks like nobody paid attention in this part. Now, in the timings, we can see populations really quickly. The economy. 26 from Billy, 25 from Jan, 20 from Net, and 31 for Song. So, Leader and Crets, the only ones being 19 villagers, means that both of them are going to try to go for a rush. So, let's see if that pays out. You can see Crets as Assyrian making axements for the start. It's a good call, but the economy from Song seems to be pretty strong right now. Here you can see he already has 5 fishing boats. So right now 5 fishing boats are gonna give them a huge boost on his economy. Just clicking right now while Crets is about to click. It's just reached toolage, so Blackwoltz it's gonna have a lot of time to wait before he can do something. On the other side we can see Leader as well just got to 2. I wonder what kind of unit. Leader Assyrian as well, so it looks like Billy in anticipation has already walled off. We can see there's a painter inside actually, so and range shamelessly being played, but I think he's found out. The villagers are coming to this part. They might try to bone this guy, but Leader is Assyrian, so he might be able to just run away unless he just ran away. The second villager stopped, so this is one villager against the world. You can see some houses coming right up, a range coming right again. So he seems probably hasn't noticed that there's a gap here of one single tile where he can still get in, and Leader knows it, so he has now walled it off. So that Billy thinks that he's completely close. That's not gonna be the case. You can see he's gonna realize just now. Oh, he's getting killed. Guys are getting boned. On the other side, we can see Quaker going for some thick walls on the base. He's Shang, so he can afford those. So it seems that they're gonna go for a very big base, a lot of safety. Probably a good idea from this side. You can see Crets and John also going for some water in here on the very corner. So he probably wants to get the fish from kill the water of Song early on, but Song kind of in a tough scenario actually. Seems to have a lot of very nice great wall going on in there. Song quickly defending his base with some walls. Looks like he's gonna be able to do it just in time. I think this is open on the top part and he hasn't noticed. And this is gonna get open as well too. If he doesn't build it back up really quickly, there he goes. So Song a bit of a delay. He was moved more to the back, but he already has the food for bronze, so I don't think that's gonna be a huge problem for him. On the other side, we can see the rush from Billy has kind of been more successful. A lot of bowmans coming to this base, focusing the slingers so that they can get those little kills. With enough numbers, the bowman can take off the slingers. It's not a good trade value, but good enough for the fight. And we can see this is going very hard. Farms coming right up. Billy looks to be having some trouble. Kind of trapped on this little corner. The bowmen not really reaching out these villagers. Who are doing their best. They still don't have the wood upgrade. They have the armor upgrade, don't the wood upgrade just yet. But that doesn't seem to be a problem right now. Seems they could use it, but the mass is getting very big here. As you can see, the slingers are trying to be massed up, but they still don't have the attack upgrade. Look like he's trying to get it. So he's pumping from 3 barracks, so he definitely has the resources. He just doesn't have the people to do it. The villagers trying to get into the bone action, but that might be a bad idea. He could use some more axemen trying to do, but these villagers are gonna go down. The bowmen's already being overwhelmed by just 4 slingers in the meantime. It's not gonna be a good look. Quaker already getting to bronze. The first one being bronze, being harassing his wall, but not really getting. This is not gonna do a lot of value because these are Jeanluck, so they're gonna take a lot of time. Let me update the score. There we go. We're the second game, by the way. I don't think there's much action going on. Blackwoltz and Quaker both on 2 are trying to do their job, getting strong. You can see a government center coming up from Blackwoltz. War galley coming as well. Meanwhile, Quaker doing some cavalry. He's gonna try to clean himself up, so he definitely has to, because this might be overwhelming eventually. But there doesn't seem to be any actual hurry to do so. On the time being, Song's going to get some cavalry as well, actually. So both players trying to clean themselves up. I already used these berries on the back, so maximizing the resources of his map for the time being. Now, the question is, John is bronze now, but he's going full water. I don't know if that's going to be the best scenario, considering that both players seem to need some help, some sort of help. But let's see how that goes in the end. So we can see the walls on the top side still being harassed. Not really much action going on. This is more of a booming game. You can see the cat. This is gonna get this is being boned. This is gonna be probably destroyed. But Quaker already expecting it with some nice cavalry, so not gonna be a problem. And Song also has some cavalry already running around, so both players really ready up for the defense. In the meantime, we can see Blackwoltz, John, growing his economy with ships on this part, so definitely gonna go very hard on this part, trying to exploit this big puddle. This is a big puddle, actually. This private puddle seems to be running out, so it's logical that they will start moving to the other puddle, to the other part. On this side, we can see the battle still going on. Leader kind of doing damage, but I don't see anything substantial. It seems like the bowmen have kind of just faded away, not really doing anything at all. Not even the wood upgrade coming right up, so we can see there's a barrack has been added, so this barrack definitely helps out, but I think the attack is kind of gone, if you ask me. Not really worth trying, keep on trying. On the other hand, you can see Leader's very open, actually, so could be very dangerous for him to just keep on doing this. We can see John's getting some composite, so he's gonna try to go to offense now. He probably has a painter in the front. That's probably the best scenario, but you can see Quaker already moving. He's gonna try to get some help for oh no, he's getting some attack. No, sorry, Quaker's helping out to kill Billy. Billy is now in big trouble, actually, because there are 3 players here ganking up on Billy. Billy just having slingers, and that was enough when they were the bowman, but now with cavalry, he's gonna need a lot more resources. The villagers, you can see they're starting to run away. Not a good look right now. Fortunately, the cavalry doesn't have any armor, but this is gonna be a nice teamwork. Nice teamwork indeed. Remember, it's a 3v3, and they found an opening on Billy, and now they're maximizing it. The cavalry is chasing him up, not gonna let a chance. The bowmen and the X-Men, this little base is still being walled off, fortunately, but nice vaulting here. It's gonna get himself a bit more time from the enemy. The lions also ganking up on him, so even the nature wants him dead by the looks of it. So now looks like Crets did a very big wall, actually. Nice wall from him, so he's definitely gonna have to boom. Let's have the time to boom. But I think players are being pretty passive. You can see 83, 68, 28 with 61 from Jean, and Jean was practically untouched, so not looking very good in the economy side. Both players, 8 of Empires is being overwhelmed by the economy, and sooner or later this is gonna pay off, because Quaker and Song are both pretty strong players, and if you let them get eco, you will have a big trouble. You can see a town center has been moved from Billy, but the cavalry is already coming, so not even a break, man. Look at this, right in the very inside of the poor villagers. Now they have to go. Maybe he can get a quick wall. Quick wall? No, he did not. Oh, you hate to see it. Billy just running away and no one really helping him. Where are the composites from John. I see John was searching, dude. Where is it? There's just one range, dude. I think he made it for defense purposes. I don't think he's really trying to get an composite army. You can see just booming. This part has been completely wiped out, so not a very good look from the side of Eight of Empires. Leader being completely moved from his base, while Leader still looking for him. Quaker not really making any army, just ground with her. We can see he's already making a temple, so he's probably, yeah, he's 20% iron. That's a very dangerous look. On the other hand, we can see Blackwoltz going for the water, so he's fighting off in this part, and you can see he's kind of holding his ground, which is pretty bad because this little part, like John is fighting the water here, and no one's really fighting the land. So right now, no action is gonna be happening. You can see Crets doing some chariot archers, but we are 23 minutes into the game, and that might be a bit too late, especially because Quaker's coming with some cataphracts. Wait, he does have a painting. Where are they? In his base, I guess. Okay. So as you can see, not much action going on the land, and this is gonna poof. Horse archer from NetQuaker is gonna be deadly for sure. Let's see how this goes. I think he's the only one to come to iron. 110, yeah, for sure. Very deadly iron with Blackwoltz following at 85, so not really getting any damage on their economy. Turns out to be deadly. Now they are both paying the price. Quaker's gonna wipe out everything, actually. As you can see, the chariot archers, the horse archers are coming. We're on 7 ranges. Economy coming, ballistics coming, armor coming. So everything is getting ready for those horse archers. Stomping, and Crets calls it. Oh, you hate to see that kind of things. Thanks. Okay, so we got kind of a split group. We can see Crets on there. Left side, very open base. As you can see, no wood at all as Carthaginian. So he's Carthaginian, he's gonna make a little boost. He's got a nice wood here. It might be good enough. Some wood on the front, but a very open base on the top and the right. So I'm gonna have a hard time with that. Some berries in here, some berries in there. A small base, actually, if you ask me. He's got some nice shores on the back, but he's gonna take some time to find out. He already found out the first elephant. He probably has found out the second one. Starting off with Carthaginian, you can kind of do this kind of plays where you find other resources without worrying about the initial food income. So that's gonna be a very good start from Crets. More interesting one, more unusual one, I would say. Next, going with Billy as Hittite. So Hittite, a very strong civilization, having the war galleys and the chariot archers are pretty useful in the water and in the land. So I wouldn't be surprised if he decides to go full on water and take it from the enemy. Again, kind of a very open base. It's kind of a Conti thing. The forests are very far away from them, more to the center more than to them. He also has access to this forest, but this is very close to Crets. Sharing a forest might prove to be dangerous, so he might be better taking the forest on the back. So 2 forests for them is kind of dangerous. He can also try to get the forest on the right side, but I find it a bit too on the right, and he also has this gold getting in the way. And he doesn't really need it. Last but not least, we got John as Hittite. So starting with a very nice start on the storage pit and a shorefish. You can see 3 shorefish here being used. It's a very good play. Making usage of the shorefish is a standard thing in continent. What? Who's boning? Okay, you can see already some action. Leader being exploring around. It's actually the neighbor, but I was about to jump on him. His base looks pretty safe, like he got gold. I think these are 2 gold mines. No, it's just 1 gold mine. The berries in here are gonna be excellent. The wood is good. Good base, 2 forests, more berries. So He can easily close this part and focus on this part, going to the front. Would make perfect sense. He's also high tide, so again, bowman, ships, not a bad call if he decides to go with that. Leader's villager buried hurt, so he better watch his back. Oh, this is another dude. His villagers are very hurt, man. Oh, John paying attention, running away. There's another villager. Let's see if he can pick him off. Are you gonna pick him up? No, he's gonna get away. Okay, going to the other team, we got Milky Way now. It was not HCHC. Now we got leader on the left side, neighbor to John. You can see he's already exploring. Has already found out John's base. Having a nice elephant, very protected actually. He has a lot of cliffs protecting him. Some stone actually, stone, gold on the left, wood on the left, wood on the right. This could perfectly be a very nice base for him. Close this, and probably close all this so that you can just be completely safe. Next we got NetQuaker as high tide, so now he's the one on the middle. Seems he has again in the middle going for a very booming position. Maybe he seems to getting a nice, very nice short fishing here. It's a lot of fishing here, a lot of value. You can see the forest also coming as well. So this is a very nice storage pit. He can easily go for bronze in here. I wouldn't be surprised if he decides to do that, even without water. You can see he probably is housing like the places he's going to wall. He's finding this place, he's finding this place. So he's probably, as you can see, he's trying to look for like the gaps that he has to wall. So very nice play for him. Last but not least, we got Blackwoltz again. Skipping the granary for now, going for the storage pit and a very nice short fish. You can see he's working with 3. He probably had more. He had consumed it. I wouldn't be surprised. He already has a duck as well. I think he's the only one that has done it. Yeah, you can see the duck coming from BillyDjeux just now. So really exploiting the water very early on. It's a very nice place from Song, and that's gonna show him his villager count. You can see 30 population is a very high number in early game. You can, no one even near to him, as you can see. So this duck came up very early, and you can see just now getting the granary out of the luxury, I would say, because he doesn't really need it with all the food he's getting. Probably wants to get it so that he can get the wall upgrades and all that kind of stuff. So other than that, I would say his base was actually kind of good. He has a lot of forest actually. It could have been easily walled if he wanted to, but it also makes sense that he wanted to go just for this small base. It's not a bad idea that he just goes small, then attack, and then goes big. And you can see he's really going big with all these fishing boats. Crets just now painting a barracks, but might be, he kind of has an advantage on the timing. But with the economy that strong Song has at this moment, it's gonna be very different. Like Song would not be worried, and if he can easily close it. Like this is still close. He cannot get this anyway. And Crets would have to try to get all the way over here, and this is probably gonna be close with a dock. And you can see the two coming. The Axemans are coming from Crets, but not really happening. Like Blackwoltz, I'm not gonna feel any of the pressure anytime soon. We have a painter as well. More painters are coming from Crets. Let's see how that goes. Kind of a good timing, but not much going on. He's exploiting the shorefish. That's a good thing from Crets. Not really getting anything in the water. Only Billy using it for now, and now John has seconded. But let's see how much they use it. We can see the Axemans are coming with just armor. Tool coming from Blackwoltz. Not really a way to engage from the Axemen. Like you can see a market coming up. It's probably the buildings, a stable coming up, and the bronze is gonna be certain. Oh, he's making slingers, so he's probably gonna take his time getting some defense and setting up his economy a little bit better. But right now, Song is perfectly safe. You're getting here. He's making use of the stone that was inside of his base, so you can see he's still growing, not really having any problems. Economy 24 to 37, so you can see Blackwoltz almost doubling the numbers of Crets. On the other side, we can see John not really engaging either, getting to tool age, Leader already on tool, but not really doing anything by the looks of it. Just getting some fishing boats. Jean 38 against Leader 25. So John also going very big on the economy, taking from the two docks. So he's building from 2 docks. That's definitely gonna help out in his economy. Blackwoltz only has 1 this scenario. BillyDjeux has 1 as well. I think would be a good time for Crets to. Crets is going to bronze. What the hell? So he probably figured out that there was no point in engaging, and he decided to just go bronze, skip the tool battle. Just that one single axeman has been wiped out. Slingers are coming in. Crets is going to be prepared. Looks already mining some gold, getting the attack cover as well. So definitely going to try to make some cavalry probably. It's not a bad idea at all for him. On the other hand, we can see Quaker. I don't see Quaker. Quaker just clicking now runs. Probably had some troubles. And Axemen, there were a few Axemen and they are doing a bit of damage to net economy. But other than that, I don't see anything happening from his side. The same for Billy. Billy playing it out in the open, not really worrying, I would say. Billy is bronzing as well, so we're gonna get a nice bronze battle for sure. Every player seems to be bronzing, except for Song, ironically. The one that I said has the strong economy, the one that decided to attack as tool. So it definitely changed of scenario from what I was expecting. The cavalries are coming up. The slingers are already here though, so he better be ready. Somehow probably noticed that the villagers quickly backed out as he saw the bronze, so he probably wants to noticed that it's not a good idea to slinger anymore. Or maybe he did because he has 4 queued up, but he quickly backed out from the cavalry that Crets has. Bad, nice idea. And doing a tower to protect this base. You can see Blackwoltz ship getting some damage in here, little by little. Crets paying attention? No, he's not paying attention. So not really much engagement going on right now. Leader doing some weird thing with the high-tide bowman, but John is already fully walled. They might get through this part, you know. This is exposed, and John just clicking the bronze is gonna take some time. Oh, this could actually prove to be dangerous for him, you know, because I don't know if he knows that this is open. Leader's gonna get in. Leader's gonna get in. What are you gonna do now, John? John's running forward. Oh, nice quick wall in there. Getting himself a bit of time. There's still more house building, so he better be ready. So right now the engagements are being fully done. You can see Blackwoltz took all his time with his fingers to start getting some walls, so he saw the advantage of the area he had and started to get some base, some safety, more from what he had here, because the wood here has pretty much run out. And now he's starting to wall all the way to the left with a nice set of slingers to protect himself. Trying to get a small base here, probably gonna close for this time for now. Separated between Quaker and him, but it should be fine if he goes for the offense. Samarona, thank you for the follow, for the like. What happened to the bowman here? ¿Qué pasó con los bowman? Looks like a surprise attack came from this part because the bowmans from Leader have completely wiped out. Chariot archers coming from Billy. So all the team of Crets AOEDE of Empires has the bronze. Now they're ready to go for the attack. Quaker. Did Quaker lost something? Because Quaker is the only one in bronze and I have not seen him do much. Probably got rushed. Blackwoltz has more villagers than him, funnily enough. So 48, 65, 50 from Billy. So they are all ready for the attack. They better start doing something because the amounts of units here are kind of insane. Like all the players trying to get in some economy. No one really stable. You can see the water here is being attacked from Quaker. So it looks like Quaker focused fully on the water. This might be the thing that's slowing him down. You can see chariot archers are coming here. Some cavalry as well getting some damage. So I'm gonna try to apply some pressure on him so that they can release it from the water. But you can see AOEDE of Empires not really moving forward. They need to get secure some more resources, because right now, ¿estás jugando la versión de Return of Rome? No, esta es la versión del Definitive Edition. ¿Qué estaba diciendo? Yeah, the Age of Empire needs to get forward resources. I need food, says John to everyone. John doesn't seems to be having a lot of trouble as well. Looks like the bowmans are taking their toll, because he has not been able to get out of this corner. On the other hand, we can see, oh, this might be an overchop. You can see Leader growing very happily. John getting a lot of, Quaker getting a lot of terrain. Oh, nice, he's paying attention. Very nice job from Leader, paying attention over there. Like, all the 3 players from Milky Way are really booming to their hard content, because not much aggression is actually happening here, unfortunately, from the Age of Empires. You can see the attacks are being kind of weak. Like, they got chariot archers, they got the cavalries, but not really a mass number. The only big numbers are from Song, as you can see. Vamos a echarnos un 1v1 sin rules. Ahorita ando casteando y no puedo jugar ahorita. No me acuerdo cuáles eran las 100 rules, la verdad, tampoco. You can see, además de que estoy casteando, sí. Quaker going full water is paying off, because the other side, I don't see any action. The little water that Crets had is not working out. Song going crazy. You can see 3 docks, 3 town centers. He's booming. He's wiping all the fish around here. You can see 4 dock coming up, so getting all the resources he needs, getting a lot of economy. It's gonna be very big at the next, when he gets to iron, for sure. On the other hand, finally we can see Crets growing his base, getting some nice walls. Fortunately, I don't think, well, he gets this access to these 2 forests, he better use them. I will wall more forward in here, so that he can fully chop these forests without any problems. You can see all of them are finally getting some action forward. Camels are coming to the action. Teal getting chariot archers finally. Nice placement from Billy's units being placed uphill, but this is a lot of army coming on, and he's 1v2 pretty much. There are no units from Jan, or just 1 cavalry from Crets. John not being able to get out of his corner, unfortunately. I don't know what's taking him so long. He's finally getting some chariot archers, but he is still finding 2 units in from Leader. And you can see the paint is kind of being destroyed. The population going to 127 from Blackwoltz against the highest from the other team being, I don't think anyone has nearly enough population. You can see 109 against 65, so all the players very behind against Milky Way. Hopefully they have a way to turn this around, because right now the camels have been switched out from Crets, so Crets going Carthaginian camels. Just 1 attack up, we're not gonna be nearly enough. And very nice uphill battle. But the chariot archers from Quaker are a bit too much, and they're gonna be overwhelming him. And you can see he's trying to get the damage. The slingers also helping out from Song, along with some camels. On the other hand, the water seems to be completely in control from Team Milky Way. No attack coming either way. On the other side, pure economy going on. This seems to be the main battle, so if they lose this battle, this might be the game for it. Camels coming from the side to help John. John still trapped very badly. What even happened to his base? Phew, John, you hate to see it. How John is being completely annihilated by everyone. Hey, Casey, how are you doing? GG from the team. Crets calls it. It's a very tough scenario. Looks like he was completely harassing his water, being able to grow in his base. Billy now being the only one left. It's gonna be completely destroyed. He doesn't have the economy for this. Blackwoltz, you can see Blackwoltz 5 town centers, a lot of resources, no problem at all. In the timeline you can see, yeah, I don't know what happened here, that Jean got annihilated and he didn't got any better. Nice, we got game number 4. Very small center actually. Gonna be a very interesting game. On the top side we got Blackwoltz as Assyrian. Very nice base. 2 gazelle sets right off the bat on the top side. 3 forests, some gold, more forests on the bottom. Kind of a close access to this wood, to the center wood, and with a nice set of gazelle. So if he finds it, I wouldn't be surprised if his first bit comes here. I don't know if he's gonna find it that early though, but let's find out. Next on the left side we got Quaker as Palmyran. So finally some Palmyran action on this high. And you know, Oasis is actually a very complicated map, so let's see some experienced players showing how to play Palmyran in Oasis. We can see already a 3 gazelles on here on the left side with 3 already gazelles lured. The berries already being used. This lion probably scared the gazelles off at the start of the game. Some more gazelles on the bottom. This is a very nice forest. We could easily pit this. Very nice forest. 2 elephants on the right side. Easily lurable. More wood on the center, and again another storage pit here would be an excellent placement. 3 elephants for him, so actually very solid base, and he's in the middle, so I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to do something. I'm hoping 8 of Emperors win just to keep the series going. Yeah, it would be great to see them get some action, and this is a very open map, so 8 of Emperors has shown themselves to be more of aggressive players, more than a boom team. So if these in Oasis they can easily attack, so they might have a better chance to fight in here, to win here. Last but not least, we got leader as Persian. So as you can see, he already lured his gazelles, berries on the top. I don't think he has anything else, funnily enough. I think from the 3 of milk, some gazelles in here, but it's kind of a small batch, but still useful, right? He has the closest access to the center though, so that might be the best thing for him. So all in all, I would say he has the weakest base from the team. Let's see if that comes out. He's wing as well, so definitely gonna try to go for attack. Billy going for on his neighbor as Palmyran. He already lured his gazelles, some berries on the top, kind of further to the center, but he has some gazelles in here and an elephant to lure, so he has the resources to get himself to attack before even moving to the center. Now in the center we got Jean as Assyrian as well, so better position for Assyrians. He can easily go for some fast run if it's even possible, if he gets lucky. He already lured his gazelle. He didn't lure, he killed the gazelles in the spot and then he put the town center in there. The pit, the storage pit, which is valid. He has 2 forests to access. He has all the gazelles dead. He already lured an elephant. So all in all, a very good base. Except he's kind of lackluster, but he gonna have to look for other resources more to the front because there's not much going on other than gold and stone, which as a Syrian you don't really need it that much. Some gazelles in the front, kind of a good distance for the center, but he has gazelles, elephants, and berries, so there's plenty of options if he decides to go to the center. Last but not least, we go Crets, and he already put his pit. Again, not luring, but just killing the gazelles in the spot and putting the storage pit. It seems he kind of lured some, so that's a good call. More in the corner, so that might be a good thing, that he could easily try to wall this little base if he decides to. Not many resources to protect, really, so I wouldn't wall it, but can be an option. He also has some gazelles in here and some elephants in here. As Persian, that food is invaluable. More gazelles in here, more elephants. It's gonna be an interesting team composition. As you can see, we got okay, so Quaker going for the rush, John, Billy going for 14. I don't know if that's a... Oh, he's Palmyra, never mind. I thought he fall behind, but on the other time you can see Quaker is also not behind, like he's 17, so you can see these are kind of standard numbers for rush: 20, 20, 20, 20, and 17 and 40. Kind of Billy's a bit behind that. Maybe he has something up his sleeve, or he's having a hard time finding resources. He's luring again. So like I was saying, it's an interesting team composition. You have Assyrian, which do not have slingers. You have Persians that are excellent for rushes, and you have Palmyra that are kind of lackluster at the start. So it's kind of a handicap combination, except for Persian. But the Persians also like to value the food, that they have to go a bit to the open, which can be dangerous in Oasis especially. Which is gonna be an interesting play. It looks like he's mining some stones, so Crets going for the slinger start. Billy already the first one to be to bronze, so he definitely tried to... He went 14 villagers for the scouts, not because of having problems. He's getting the upgrades, but he's not really pumping anything out. That kind of troublesome for him. He better come back up. There's... where's his economy? Okay, finally a scout coming out. That took a while actually, and you can see in the time it took, Quaker and Leader went to bronze at 2-2, which can be a huge difference in the timing. If he had been here before, the attack would have been... Probably the scout will be coming here at this moment. You can see Leader going for the safe road, getting some slingers as well, already coming the upgrade. Crets getting the upgrade. We can see some action coming from Blackwoltz. Blackwoltz getting some clubmen, probably for scouting, looking where the enemy is. A lot of scouts, so more than scouting, he's definitely trying to go for an attack. Getting the upgrade, getting the armor. Look like an engagement has been found finally. This clubman chasing out this Persian villager. The first scout coming from Billy. Billy, kind of slow in production. He has switched off to slingers once he saw the slinger attack, which is understandable. Quaker going for the safe route. You can see he's trying to make a base. He moved to the center. It's a nice storage pit with some gazelles. I mean, a big set of gazelles actually. 6 gazelles is a very good food income. Some berries in here even, so he's not gonna have any trouble if he wants to go for the bronze as Palmyran. Getting scouts though, so he's not gonna be bronzing anytime soon. You can see 2 scouts coming already from the left side. Jean, I don't know, Jean, you can see some scouts as well. It has Assyrian, it's kind of interesting. Funnily enough, there the bowman would have been pretty useful against the axemen and the scouts. Look like he's getting it, upscale, so probably for defense, not a bad idea at all. Because finally the axemen having engaged, even the nature is getting its own action. And you can see nice pullback from here. The 2 scouts are coming. Like all the players are looking for their enemies. The slingers getting killed. A scout picking of some villagers from Billy. They're more Parmile villagers, so they can stand their chance a bit more. But if you don't pay attention, they won't stand a chance. So this villager goes down. Multiple attacks from multiple sides actually. You can see Leader kind of taking a passive stance in his scenario. Getting some slingers in the base. Going for the economy. Moving to the center. He actually moved to this little center. Storage pit a bit too far, if you ask me, but it's usable. I wouldn't be surprised if he has to wall this part altogether. It'd be an excellent placement. Jean has found that Quaker has walled himself. Quaker can easily boom to his heart's content. I don't think there's anything in here outside. He's still getting some food actually, so it's a good idea actually, because this you want to use the most of the natural resources. Blackwoltz seems to be having a passive position. The slingers are coming from Crets, so Blackwoltz gonna have a hard time, and the scouts from Jean are also here to contribute to the damage. So he's gonna have a hard time. He's gonna have to move away, unfortunately. Ironically enough, it's interesting to see that probably the best player is having the toughest time, but this is where you can see them shine or die. Now, fortunately for him, the slinger mass is not that big, but the mass can be... It's growing. The slingers are coming, like you can see the line of coming. Nice action, the lion getting some kill, not letting these units... Hello my friends, and a hello to Brazil. Hello Brazil. Thank you for watching us, Andrea. This other slinger getting some payback, as you can see. The lions going rampant in this, killing some kills on this, trying to get some skills on the slingers. Songuinho getting some. Thank you for the follow, Andrea. Wonder Blackwoltz gonna need some help. I wonder if Quaker is going bronze just yet. Doesn't seem to be the scenario. He has moved his town center. These guys are still getting some food here. That's a good thing. He has a pretty stable economy, but there doesn't seem to be going much anywhere actually. Everyone went to the slinger route. Like they're all kind of staying within their homes, just making slingers, waiting for the enemy to come. It's understandable, but this side seems to have calmed down. John has moved his town center to the center, which is a nice thing. He has exploited the resources of his base. Right now, he doesn't have actually any attacks. There doesn't seem to be scouts, slingers, or anything trying to get some damage to him. Just now, this is slingers trying to combat, but these slingers are being chased off by Billy, so they might be killed off before they do any real damage. John's paying attention, so now his slingers are going to be intercepted. On the other side, we can see Crets still making slingers, getting some damage. Song seems to be in a tough spot actually. 24 population, so he's not growing at all against the attack. Crets going 40 population, so you can see little by little. Song is being outnumbered, and it's mostly because of the civilization, really. The problem of not having... The limitation of not having slingers is what's keeping them... It's keeping Song at bay. He's making axemen to his defense, but... You can see Axeman one at a time is not pretty effective against a volley of slingers. He has his little army to defend himself, but this would lose it. Like, you need to cut him off guard, very off guard. Looks like some action is going on the bottom side. Some slingers from Billy. Leader messed up his unit, but Billy seems to have the upper hand actually in this part. So, Leader better get ready, because if he doesn't up his numbers, because he's producing from 3 barracks and his house, so he's kind of behind. But if he doesn't up his numbers, the slingers are gonna overwhelm him. Fortunately, most of his base is very safe, so he's got plenty of time to do it. Billy, on the other hand, seems to have a chill rock. He's actually producing from 2 barracks. So funnily enough, he has less production, but has a lot more number. 4 barracks coming from Leader now, so he just made a 4 barrack. And look like it's showing the defense. It's looking bigger for Leader than Billy. Nice engagement in here. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 against 5. So Billy, you could say Billy got the victory on that one by a small shot. By 1, literally. So let's see if they keep on fighting. Probably Billy's gonna try to get some more numbers going. You can see he produced for 4 barracks as well, with a 5th one coming up, so going full on with the barracks. You can see they're getting the uphill. The uphill battle is gonna be very important. Unfortunately, Leader needs to get this heal. He's in his land, so he technically should do not have problems getting it. Let's see if that's the case. John really growing in his base peacefully. I'm surprised if no one has iron just yet, considering the calmness. I think it's a pretty calm Oasis game, believe it or not. Okay, you usually see much more action, much more people trying to move to the center. Some scouts coming in, so he has been producing scouts. So that's probably the main reason why he hasn't gone to bronze just yet. Some axemen getting some picks on the fish. Ooh, very nice engagement here. Destroying this Axeman hopes and dreams. Funnily enough, the Axemen from Blackwoltz do not have the attack upgrade, which would help a lot against the Slinger battle. The Slingers coming to this part, the Scouts getting killed off from Quaker. Now Sun coming to support, but it seems a bit too late as the walls are up, or they seem to be up. There we go. And now that the walls are up, he can easily just go. Quaker is already on bronze. He's getting 40% of it. John almost 40% as well. So both players from the pocket are gonna go to the bronze. It's gonna be an interesting bronze battle. Let's see how they go. On this part, we can still see the Slinger battles going on its way. Billy seems to be outproducing him. He was producing from 5. I don't know if that's still the case. Seems it was. Seems it still is. Again, you can see population 49 against 62. So surprisingly enough, Leader has more units, probably from the economy part. And this is an excellent placement. This is a very nice wood part. He did a very nice storage speed right there. So Leader has better economy than Billy. Billy has smaller villagers, but he's also Palmyran, so these villagers are much more useful. I don't know if that's gonna be... Let's see if that's gonna be useful. John is the only one to be bronzing as well. So John versus Quaker. Let's see how it goes. Blackwoltz 44 population, so his base is growing. He has set up his defense. He's still not attack upgrade. That's unfortunate. The slingers still looking for some targets to kill. This part seems to be completely wiped out. So what is Quaker gonna do? Quaker going 3 camels. Where are the other 3? Okay. So look like Quaker's gonna help out leader, kill off the units from Billy, this volley of slingers. Which is definitely a right call, because if you let this volley unattended, they might kill units on the back without any trouble. Slinger seems to be perfectly helpful. Looks like Quaker is still trying to grow. So he has expanded. He's trying to make town centers outside of his base. Thrill pumping from 3 camels. John probably waiting for the wheel upgrade, as you can see. Getting some town centers. The second town centers are already on the base. The third one coming right up. So going full aggression for sure in this part. Getting some walls as well. Funnily enough, he's kind of lefting out his teammates, which kind of sounds like a cruel. But I guess he wants to protect the center, which is the most important. That's a very big wall, wow. Very big wall. And looks like Billy has found out the base of leader. This wood is actually pretty important. The wall going down actually very quickly. Runs coming from leader, surprisingly enough. 3 cavalry is coming from leader as well, so leader completely ready to clean these slingers off. He's down fighting with slingers. You can see the battle in the middle here coming, the volley of units from Billy being annihilated by teammates. The camels from Quaker and this leader, the slingers from Billy, slingers from leader cleaned off all the slingers of Billy. Excellent battle. Excellent battle from Team Milky Way. You can see the battle, the slinger battle still going, a bit too stubborn, I would say, at this point. They're still making slingers, and that's gonna be trouble for Palmyran, for the Palmyran Billy, because he doesn't have the economy and he has not clicked for bronze just yet. But you can see the chariot archers are coming from a bit of guard. They're gonna get killed off. Yeah, the first one's gonna die just like that. So he finally got the chariot archers coming from the Assyrian player Jeanluck. So it's gonna be a nice engagement. Billy along the camels, the cavalry coming from Quaker as well. So 2 against 2, but the players are still. I don't think John is ready to engage yet. This number of chariot archers too little actually. He has more in the base, not coming just yet for some reason. The base, on the other hand, here the walls are very big from Song. Look like he is getting ready to grow his base, coming to bronze as well. So Team Milky Way is almost full bronze. Crets not coming to bronze yet, but Billy halfway there, so it's a good news for John. He definitely needs the help. Once the 3 players come to bronze, they better start getting some action going. He's pumping from 4 ranges seems to be. Oh, 6 ranges, so he's actually producing from a lot of buildings, so John needs to be his. There we go. That's more like it. Look like his army is coming up. John needs to go crazy on the numbers and the chariot archers if he wants to win, because right now the base of Billy has been completely removed. He hasn't run away, like he didn't die, he just run away. But look at the economy, 13 population. He's just this volley of units, and probably these guys, wow, completely out in the open, no fear to death. So Billy's gonna come to bronze, but like, what's the point when he barely has any economy? You can see this part somehow he got in. The units from Song got in, probably with some help, but I'm surprised. Crets got completely off guard. And now with the full team of Milky Way in bronze, it's gonna be very hard for them to come back. The timeline, yeah, the timeline looking very dire. Only Jean being the one successfully doing some damage, getting something in his favor, but Billy's has been completely wiped out. Crets holding his ground, but still dying little by little. He's really gonna need some time for himself to grow back up. We need a miracle from John, to putting up easily. Like, John's gonna have to be the carry of this game. And I don't know if he can do it, like against 3 players is a very tough spot. And you can see he's definitely trying, making some charted archers. John practicing full-on charted archers, 92 population actually, he's actually pretty big. Like 68 from Quaker, 75 from Song, and 87 from Leader. So actually, John is bigger than all of them, but going full launcher, look at this, 7 ranges, that's definitely a strong pumping from John. Unfortunately, it's only him the one doing the pumps. For his part's still open though, so he can still get some damage on the part of John. Definitely doing damage to Blackwoltz, and Blackwoltz is still open, so this is a good opportunity for him to even the scales. On the other side, we can see very hard attack coming from Leader not getting up a chance. Billy trying to get some walls as well, but Billy is completely out of the game. 14 population from Billy right now. It's not gonna be. He completely relies on John's help for him to do something. The cavalry is running around the base from Quaker, scaring him off, doing some damage. The stone thrower, this wall is gonna go down. The stone thrower is already up. Yeah, Leader gets in. He's gonna kill off the last units that Billy has, and not looking good at all. And Crets calls it. It's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. GG's. Very tough scenario for them. John was looking pretty strong actually. John was 109 population, you can see. And actually no one else from the other team. Well, only Leader who was close to him.